don't see nothing wrong with a little.
Oh, cut. We can't be having that at the start of the good news vlog. Welcome to today's Gavin's Good News vlog. As you can tell, my voice is on its last legs, but it's on the up. So it sort of was on its last legs. Now it's finding its legs again. Yeah, I did like a bit of a speaking gig recently, and it's been gone for a while, and I've been ill for about a week. So good to be back, even though I can barely speak properly. But anyhow, is it time to boycott Rkelly and Michael Jackson's music? I'm sure you've been aware recently that over the last few weeks, there's been a couple of really big hitting stories about Rkelly and Michael Jackson. So we've seen quite a big CBS interview, exclusive interview with Rkelly.
I'm fighting for my life. Y'all killing me with this. I gave y'all 30 years of my career.
Robert.
30 years of my career. And y'all trying to kill me. You killing me, man. This is not about music.
He got up and spoke to Gayle King, the CBS presenter, and how he was incredibly animated and just, you know, so emotional in it that it was sort of borderline hysterical. It was hysterical, let's be honest, it was hysterical. Is it the sign of a guilty man who regrets his actions and he's now scared of what's gonna happen? Or does he genuinely believe that he's innocent and all this stuff is just, you know, all the comments that are out there at the moment, all the kind of the stuff that's being said about him, does he genuinely think that people have got this incredible vendetta against him? So there's two sides to look at it, and most people are erring on the side that he's guilty of it. And if you've seen that documentary series Surviving Rkelly, then it's quite hard to sort of go against that grain, really. That it does make him look like he is guilty of that, but he obviously denies it. Not been found guilty before. Many charges have been brought against him in the past. He's gone to court, as he said. It would be stupid of him to have done something like this.
I have been buried alive, but I'm alive.
So I think the point you're making is, and correct me if I'm wrong, that you have never held anybody against their will.
I don't need to. Why would I?
Well,
How stupid would it
never
be
held
for
anybody-
Rkelly, with all I've been through in my way past, to hold somebody, let alone 4, 5, 6, 50, you said. Why, how stupid would I be to do that?
I didn't say you were
That's
holding...
stupid, guys.
I didn't...
Is this camera on me?
Yes, it's on.
That's stupid. Use your common sense.
Yeah, it's you know, he's a man that's not shy of controversy, let's just say that. It's happened to him so much in the past before with people nailing him with allegations, and he's paid off people to keep them quiet in the past, people's families, young girls, to keep them away from talking about their stories to the media. So it's one of those situations where, you know, if you've heard the two girls that were interviewed as well, they were pretty adamant that they were both his live-in girlfriends, and they were incredibly complicit in everything that was going on. So take a listen and let me know what you think.
We're with him. That's our relationship.
We're with him. Yeah,
We
that's
live
what
with
it
him.
is.
And we're in a relationship with him.
Right.
You just said it.
A very strong relationship as
Both
well.
of you?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm not talking about Azrael going to movies and sitting watching, going to parks. I'm talking about, is it a three-way sexual relationship?
Sexually, well, first of
between
all,
the
I'm
three
not
of you?
here to talk about my personal life.
Okay.
And I would never share with no one what I do in or outside of the bedroom. And as a woman, I'm sure you would not either.
No, I wouldn't, but
Okay, then. So,
no,
yeah.
no, you're
Next
right.
question.
No, you're right. I would not, but this is a very different circumstance.
It's
and
not
I
a
think
different
it's a fair
circumstance. There are
question.
people all over the world who have multiple girlfriends.
So yeah, they're pretty. I mean, to be honest, I was just completely astounded by the way you just spoke back at Gayle King like that. You don't speak to someone who's older than you and has got more experience than you and has just been around a lot more in the world and knows more about the world than you like that. I mean, it's the nature of the interview is talking about your sexual relationship with an alleged paedophile. So you're gonna have to talk about your relationship with this man in a sexual way. So anyhow, that did my nut in a bit. I was a little bit like, what the heck? There you go. Maybe that's just a symptom of being brainwashed, that if anyone says anything marginally critical about your lifestyle and the way you are, then you're going to hit back at them. Is it time? Do you think it's right to stop listening to Rkelly's music? Because let's be honest, the guy has churned out some absolute bangers over the years. Like I remember growing up listening to Rkelly's music. I think it was R. That album was just incredible. And like, you know, She's Got That Vibe, absolute classic. Bump and Grind, which we heard marginally at the start there, was an absolutely brilliant one. But, you know, some of the lyrics in some of his songs are, you know, when you look at what's being alleged against him now, it's a little bit dodgy, to say the least. Age Ain't Nothing But a Number, which went platinum with Aaliyah, and Age is more than a number, really, isn't it, in this context? You know, some other stuff as well, like the Trapped in the Closet series that he did, I think it was like an operatic. You've got to remember that there's a huge team of producers, a huge team of recording technicians, there's a technical team, there's a A&R team, there's loads of people behind the scenes making that music work. It's not just, obviously it's his vocals and his songwriting. And ironically, he wrote You Are Not Alone for Michael Jackson. There's just so much more that happens for a record to be a hit rather than just the main front man having some serious allegations against him. So I still personally would listen to the music purely on the fact that, you know, there's some genius people behind the scenes in Rkelly's music, and more so in Michael Jackson's music. You know, the whole era of Michael Jackson's music has gone from being a huge hit from the 80s, the 90s, the noughties, and to now. You know, all of Michael Jackson's hits have been complete bangers. You know, let's be honest, they are just everywhere you go around the world, people know Michael Jackson's music. Thriller, Beat It, Bad, you know, the Dangerous album. Dangerous album was incredible. That album was insane. You know, he's worked with all sorts of people, like, you know, modern producers. You know, he's collaborated with like the best of the best, like people like Justin Timberlake of today's day and age. It's like, it's crazy. Like, everybody still loves Michael Jackson in some sort of way, but this documentary series just doesn't sit right for me in terms of how it's come out at this time. You know, Wade Robson and James Safechuck, I'm sure that, I'm not doubting their allegations, I'm not doubting anything about that, but, you know, why now? You know, these guys have previously testified in favour of Michael Jackson and his previous charges, because he's, again, not been found guilty. He's been through the court process. Famous people like, you know, Macaulay Culkin and Corey Feldman have come out and supported him in the past, and money's been exchanged for various ways to keep people quiet. But, you know, the documentary series recently, the HBO one, it brought out some really, really lurid stuff, didn't it? It brought out some like horrific things that he was alleged to have done in the bedroom with these two young lads. And yeah, it's pretty graphic. I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty graphic, isn't it? I hope if you've seen it, let me know what you think about the MJ documentary. But like, yeah, gosh, I mean, the whole MJ's innocent thing seems to be trending as well, just as the whole, you know, we should be boycotting Michael Jackson's music is going around too. Michael Jackson's music, I will not stop listening to Michael Jackson's music. I don't care. I think that there's so much more that is to his you know, his music, and so much more production behind the scenes, the people behind it, the genius hit makers behind it. You know, Jackson didn't write all his songs, and it's the same with Rkelly as well. But at the same time, you've got to appreciate that it's other people's kind of like credibility and livelihood at stake there. So I would not want to deny them that, basically. So that's why, personally, I think it's still okay to listen to their music, but I know a lot of people will disagree with that. So yeah, let me know. Do you disagree with that? Do you think it's right to listen to MJ's music still and Rkelly's music still? Certain tracks are a little bit questionable. I wouldn't like, you know, anything that alludes to seduction is a little bit wrong now on both fronts. Rkelly's done so many songs about seduction. It was like the album to put on in the bedroom, wasn't it? Yeah, and let me know also what you think about the timing of the Michael Jackson documentary. Do you think that those lads, Wade Robson and James Safechuck, should have maybe? Obviously, it's hard to kind of like deny that. You can't deny people with justice, and you can't deny what has happened to somebody that's as horrific as sexual abuse. So you have to hear them out. You have to listen to what they got to say. But for me, the timing of it is just so inappropriate. He's been dead for nearly 10 years. Like 2009 was when Michael Jackson died, and so, you know, why couldn't something like this have happened either soon, maybe not straight away after he died, but certainly within the first 5 years? It's just a bit like, you know, it feels like they're trying to grab money. The royalties keep coming in because his songs are played worldwide every day, multiple times a day. It's just like, you know, he's a machine that keeps rolling. It will never stop. He's a 1 in a billion guy. Let me know what you reckon. It's both of them extremely serious and divisive issues. So I'd love to know what you think about them in the comments below. Also have a watch of the Rkelly interview, which is on my channel as well. I'll put a link to it now. It's the CBS interview with the incredible Gayle King. And I'd love to know your thoughts on that too. So thank you very much indeed for watching. It's been a bit of a reflective Gavin's Good News vlog today. So thanks again for being with us and also for putting up with this voice. As ever, do like, subscribe, hit the notifications bell, and watch some more videos as well if you'd love to do that as well. That'd be great. And I will see you again next time. Stay positive, keep happy, and keep crushing it.
Gotta make some sense from this mess that we made. It's too hot, too hot, ladies. Gotta run for shelter, gotta run for shade.